Hello guys, here is Matt. We have Devon Larratt versus Vitali Laletin, left arm and right arm highlights. We're starting with the left arm match, first from East versus West 22. And right from the start, Devon and Vitali could not grip up correctly, so they had to go into the referee's grip. And here we go with round number 1, start, first attempt. Let's go, and Devon with the slip. And we end up in the strap to have a real attempt. No fouls yet. Let's see what will happen now. Explosive start from Vitali, but he cannot finish him yet. Devon hangs on with his life. Vitali with the press. And another press, and it's done. Vitali 1-0. Let's have a look in the recap. And a clear pin from Vitali. Really dominant form from him on the left arm. And here we go with round 2. In the referee's grip, of course. And start. Not yet. The referee complains about Vitali a little bit. Let's see if we can do it now with the referee's grip. Second attempt. And a slip. Near slip. Vitali don't want to let go, but Devon says, break it, break my fingers. Come on, do it. Break it, Vitali, break it. And in the end, what will happen? Vitali let him go. We're still in round 2, back into the straps. Devon is clearly trying to wear Vitali down, very strategic of him, as he knows Vitali is simply too strong to take head on. Devon receives the first warning of round 2. They reset and Vitali comes out extremely explosive. Devon can barely hold on with his King's move. But Vitali is already transitioned into the press and it's over. He drives Devon nearly straight to the pad. 2-0 for Vitali. Round 3 starts in the straps again, but Vitali is still just too explosive. He quickly works his way back into the press. Devon is once again barely hanging on with the King's move and is forced into a strategic elbow foul. They restart round 3. Devon goes immediately into a flop press, but Vitali manages to counter it. Still, Devon looks like he's found a slightly better position. Now Vitali commits an elbow foul. He argues with the referees, claiming Devon may have been over the center with his shoulder. The referees reviews the situation, but the call stands. The foul is given to Vitali. So we remain in round 3 with both athletes now holding one elbow foul. They restart the round. Vitali explodes off the go, super strong and incredible fast, driving Devon straight to the pad. It looks like a clean pin, but the referees seem unsure, maybe even confused. They call for a restart even though Vitali appeared to have pinned Devon clearly, but it does not change anything. They go again and Vitali is just as explosive. He surges forward and pins Devon once more this time. No doubt about it. Vitali takes the point. Vitali leads 3-0. Here's the replay. You can clearly see the pin. A wonderful display of Vitali's raw power. Now we move into round 4. Vitali once again cuts through Devon's defense like a hot knife through butter. However, the referees call an elbow foul on Vitali, forcing yet another restart. They try again, but something still is not right for the refs. Another restart. Final restart of round 4. And once again, it makes no difference. Vitali is simply too strong on the left arm. He drives forward and pins Devon cleanly. Vitali wins the left arm match 4-0 in absolute dominant fashion. Now we move on to the right arm match between Vitali and Devon. And this one is much more interesting. As Devon himself said, his right arm is not his left arm. Round 1, Vitali comes out very aggressive, but Devon slips out of the grip and we got straight into the straps. They engage and Vitali attacks immediately with a flop press. Devon holds on with the king's move, taking hit after hit. This is an incredible display of endurance from Devon. He tries to adjust position, but Vitali keeps applying immense pressure, not giving him any space. They are locked in a stalemate, neither giving an inch, a true endurance battle. Look at this, how Devon holds on into the king's move. He tries to position himself differently every time, but Vitali every time noticed it and tried to hit him hard to get him to the pin. But Devon really fighting hard to stay into this position or even climb to a press. The referees stopped the round because of an elbow foul on Devon. Restart round 1. Same situation again. Vitali goes straight into the press, looking to finish quickly, but Devon's right arm is clearly stronger than his left and he manages to hold. Devon starts climbing, working up and down to wear Vitali out. Back to the same position. Vitali in the flop press, Devon in the king's move. Devon has to be careful to keep his elbow on the pad. But this time it looks like Devon is in much better position than before. He can apply way more pressure on Vitali's wrist and hand. But Vitali stays locked in his press. He does not give up. But neither does Devon. He takes every hit by Vitali like a champ. This shows us Devon's true strength. His strength is his endurance, and he tries to wear out Vitali as much as he can in order to pin him later on. The refs have to stop it again, this time a foul on Vitali. Another restart, we are still in round 1. Now you can clearly see the toll this match is taking on Vitali. He is not as explosive anymore and Devon gets into a much better position. Devon tries to transition into a press, but Vitali reads it perfectly, capitalizes on the movement and secures the pin. Vitali leads 1-0. The replay shows Devon's attempted transition and the counter by Vitali. Round 2, they start and Devon moves too far off the pad and gets an elbow foul. Restart round 2. Devon tries to slip again, Vitali holds on the fingers, but eventually Devon succeeds. We are back into the straps. Just like before, Vitali pressing Devon in the king's move. But this time, Devon starts gaining the upper hand. He begins forcing Vitali back and Vitali comes off the pad. Elbow foul on Vitali. Both athletes now have one foul. Another restart. Great start from Devon. This time he transitions into a press. He gets his shoulder behind it and finishes the pin. Score 1-1. An incredible display of endurance and technique from Devon. We are now in round 3. Quick note, there was a minor issue. The round counter was not updated correctly. Now we get one of the most incredible moments of the match. Devon shows complete control. At one point, he even lifts his left arm to hold his head while looking at Vitali playing with him. The referee questions it, but Devon still maintains the required contact with the holding pin. And Devon is playing with Vitali in this point. He holding him as long as he can. And just like that, Devon secures the pin with a bit of showmanship. Devon leads 2-1. Let's check the replay. Round 4. False start from Devon. They have to restart. On the restart, Devon looks fresher, in full control. He quickly takes position and pins Vitali with authority. Devon leads 3-1. Round 5, the final round. They start in the straps. Devon moves into a press and keeps adjusting his position. Transitioning between techniques, Vitali tries to mount one last attack, but Devon handles it with ease. The referees stopped the round. A foul on Vitali. Final restart, round number 5. Devon explodes into the press right off the start. Final result, Devon wins the right arm match 4-1 against Vitali.